Hey everybody, happy Sunday. I hope everybody had a great day. I hate to hear the sad news about Kobe Bryant, but other than that, I hope everybody's doing well. Anyway, I wanted to come on because I hear a lot of times, including myself, people struggle with thinning hair, especially as you get older. And I just wanted to really share what I've been doing because I started struggling with thinning hair when I turned 40, right about when I turned 40, and I'm 45 now going on 46. And so I just wanted to share with you what I do and what I've learned to help minimize it and or completely get rid of it. It just depends on your situation. Everybody's different. So I can't make any promises, but one thing that I do know is that there's certain things that you can do that's going to help improve it, to make it better, and to even plump your hair strands so that it looks like you have more hair than you actually do. So there's a lot of things that you can do to help with that, and so I wanted to share that with you tonight. First off, just some basics for just hair health in general, and that is making sure that you're not washing your hair too often. When I hear that someone washes their hair every day, that really can be hard on the hair, and of course that can end up causing thinning hair. So just really getting your hair in good health so that you aren't having to wash it every day. That's always good. Hey, Kristen. And then a second thing is just, watching what you're doing with your color treatments, things like that. When you're going to the hairdresser, making sure that you're, doing things that promote hair health. And so that's a really, really big one. And then of course your health, you want to make sure you're taking your vitamins, your omega-3s, biotin, those kind of things. What's going on internally makes a really big difference. And so that's very important. And of course we have certain health conditions that can contribute to hair thinning. And so making sure that we get those under control. And so what my routine is, because I struggle with, that, as I've gotten older, is one thing that I use is our Rejuvenique oil. It can be used 101 different ways, but the one way that you can use it to help promote hair growth is you can actually do scalp treatments on your scalp. So what you do is I actually kind of wet my scalp a little bit because it makes the oil go on easier, and I just apply it, just open it up and just apply it, just a little bit, and then just rub it in. And so I do my whole scalp like that. And I'll leave it on overnight and then wash the next morning. That really helps to nourish that new hair coming in. And so when these products, Monat is all about hair health and all about scalp health. So if you can get your scalp and hair healthy, then your hair's going to do what it's supposed to do naturally. One thing that our products also do is they really help to cleanse the hair follicles. Many times people have clogged hair follicles, and so that's one reason why they're seeing their hair thin. So if you can get your hair really clean, get all of the chemicals off of your hair, that will really, really, really help as far as being able to promote hair growth. And so the Rejuvenique oil is great. You can use it like the other day. I did it everywhere. I did it on my scalp. I did it on my hair. Because your hair needs oil, it needs water, and it needs protein. And so you want to make sure that you're balancing that. We have products that infuse water into the hair. We have this, which infuses oil into the hair, and it mimics the body's natural production of oil. So it's not just like any other oil. It doesn't just sit on your hair and coat the hair. It actually absorbs in. And of course it can be used on your face as well. So that's really great. So that's the big difference here is a blend of different oils that mimics the body's natural production of oil. And so I've never been able to use an oil in my entire life. It would always weigh my hair down, but this actually can give volume, which is crazy. So it can tame hair that's coarse, but it can also be used for fine hair. So it's good for everybody. And so that's one thing that I do probably, once or twice a week. Not once or twice a week, but once or twice, every 2 weeks, once or twice a month probably. Another thing that I do is I use something called Intensive Repair Treatment Spray. This is Miracle Grow for your hair. Okay, so it really accelerates growth. Now, most of Monat's shampoos and conditioners have this in in the shampoos and conditioners. So they're all geared toward hair growth. We do have a few product lines that don't have it, but most of our shampoos and conditioners already have it in there. So if you're just using the products, like I saw new hair growth just using the volume system, I didn't even add that in. But this will help accelerate it. So basically you pick whatever shampoo is great for your hair type, and then you can add this to it. So you don't necessarily have to go with the intensive repair treatment shampoo to get new hair growth. That's one of our shampoos that specifically targets hair growth. In fact, that's one that you want to use maybe once or twice a week, but use another shampoo with it because you want to make sure that you have balance. But this can be used twice a day, morning and night. And so I just use it liberally, all over my scalp, and then I actually use a blow dryer because heat helps to open up the follicles. And so if you apply heat, and you have to be careful with that because you don't want to dry your ends out either. So I say that with caution just because you don't want to dry your hair out, but I actually blow dry just a little bit just to kind of help it to get into my scalp easier. And so that's a tip right there that you can do, but just make sure that it's not drying your hair out. A lot of times I'll put some leave-in conditioner on the ends of my hair afterwards. Like last night I put it on before I went to bed, but I put some of this on as well just to make sure my ends were moisturized and everything. And that really helps a lot. And I have never, ever been able to use a leave-in conditioner in my entire life. I've always had flat hair. I've always needed volume. And if I ever could get my hair long enough, it would be flat or it would break off. And so just the fact that I can use an oil and the fact that I can use a leave-in conditioner is absolutely mind-boggling. These products actually help to plump the hair strands too. So if you do have fine thinning hair, there's ingredients in there that actually plump the hair strands to make it look like you have more hair than you actually do. Now, for those of you with very thick hair, maybe your hair's, you're thinning, but you've got really curly hair and you're not really concerned about volume, you can still use this. It's just all in the way you apply it. And we have things that help with smoothing, and things that help with unruly hair. So there's something for everybody here. But these two products right here, the Intensive Repair Treatment Spray and the oil, are huge as far as promoting hair growth. Because just imagine this oil being on your hair and how it nourishes those new hairs coming in, And so that's my secrets for hair growth. I mean, you're going to maximize hair growth by doing that. Now, after I get out of the shower, I change up what products I use, but I use the Child's detangler. And so that's really good also to make sure that you're not pulling on your hair. If you do still struggle with tangles and things like that, which I've always had tangles. I wished I had this. I wish my mom had this when I was little. I wouldn't have been in so much pain, but this works amazingly well. And so I use this as soon as I get out of the shower. I use the detangler, and then I put a little bit of leave-in conditioner, let it sit just a minute to absorb in, and then I start combing through my hair. And you want to be gentle with it. You want to treat it like silk because it is. And so, I use a wide tooth comb to comb through when it's wet, because that's when your hair is really susceptible to being broken off and to being damaged, is when it's wet. You never want to go to bed with your hair wet, by the way. I've heard people say that they do that, and that is very damaging to the hair. And I actually use a wet brush to brush my hair when it's dry. So now again, I have fine hair, so I'm able to do certain things that maybe curly haired people would have to do something a little bit different. But anyway, just being consistent with doing that. But this Intensive Repair Treatment Spray, if you have thinning hair, if you're wanting to just grow your hair longer, it's just going to help to accelerate growth. Now, of course, I'm not making any claims here. Everybody's different. If you're on medications, you might have some complications. But the worst case scenario is it helps you to keep the hair you do have, okay? So if the hair follicle's not dead, it should grow back. It helps with inflammation on the scalp. Helps remove toxins. Hey guys, hey Kelly, hey Shay. And so anyway, but it just really helps to get that scalp in great health. And your hair is going to change over time. That's the thing, that's what makes these products different. It's not going to be something that you'll see like within the first 90 days. I remember when I first started, they said you'll get longer, fuller, stronger hair in 90 days. I'm like, we're going to see about that. Well, about 30 days into it, I started seeing these little baby hairs all over my head, and I had to ask around to make sure that I wasn't like just imagining it, because I was just like, wow, if this product does this, we're on to something. And so, I was just using the volume system at the time. So fast forward, my hair has continued to get better and better. And I just talked with a market partner today who she's been in about 3 years now, and she's gotten her hair really, really long. So it does take time. And I've had people that have had extremely thin hair that saw some results initially, but over time, like over about 9 months or so, they really continued to stick with it and see results. So anyway, those are those are the Monat products I definitely recommend, but you do also have to be doing other things like diet, exercise. You need to be in good health. Vitamins, biotin, all those things are going to help. So it's never just products. You have to be doing other things. If you're going and, getting your hair highlighted too often, or, those kinds of things that can break your hair off, that kind of thing. And so, or if you're over styling your hair, it's just you're just going to hate your hair. And so there's other things that you do have to do to have healthy, longer hair. So anyway, if y'all have any questions about anything, let me know. And hey, Cheryl. And I saw that you're on Ideal Protein, I think. But anyway, you can watch the replay here, and let me know if you have any other questions, or if I've got other tricks and tips, or if you have some kind of issue or question that you'd like an answer for, just let me know. So y'all take care. Bye.